Grade 6.
Good morning, Miss Amanda.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Amanda.
Good morning. Just waiting for everybody to join, guys, and we'll get started. Excuse me. We have about half of the class here, so we'll give a couple more minutes. We'll start by taking attendance as soon as more people join. I'll give them 2 more minutes and then we'll start.
Good morning, Miss Amanda.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. One more minute, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. You can open your reading writing workshop to page 290 and 291. 290 and 291. Okay, let's go ahead and take the attendance. When I call your name, unmute your mic, say here, and then mute your mic, please, okay? Abdurrahman Kareem.
Here.
Thank you. Adito.
Here.
Thank you. Basil.
Here.
Thank you. Iyad Adil. Iyad Adil. Okay, Iyad Tamer.
Here.
Thank you. Hamza.
Here.
Thank you. Muaz. Muaz. Okay, Muhammad.
Here.
Thank you. Mustafa. Mustafa. Omar.
Here.
Thank you. Tahir.
Here.
Thank you. Wahba.
Here.
Thank you. Yasin.
Here.
Thank you. Yusuf.
Here.
Thank you. ISO. ISO. Farah.
Here.
Thank you. Farida. Farida, Jada,
Here.
thank you. Jenna,
Here.
thank you. Jumana,
Here.
thank you. Leanne,
Here.
thank you. Leela, Leela, Malik,
Here.
thank you. Pilar,
Here.
thank you. Reem,
Here.
thank you. Ragmini,
Yes, Miss Amanda.
thank you. And Tia. Tia. All right, guys, on page 290 and 291 in the reading writing workshop. Yes, Farida.
Miss Amanda? Miss Amanda?
Yes, Farida.
I wanted to say that I'm sorry that I came late. My internet was very bad lately.
Yeah, you tell me that every Sunday. Try to make sure that you start a little early so that you can try to join on time. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay, I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
no problem. No problem.
Miss Amanda.
Somebody needs to raise their hand if they want to talk, so I know who you are.
Sorry.
Yes, Yaseen.
Miss, we have the quiz now or the next session?
There is no quiz.
Okay.
It tells you on the weekly plan there's no quiz, and I put a note on Smart School last week that there's no quiz this week. Okay. Page 290 and 291. Let's take a look at the picture. We see a picture of, yes, Mohammed, what's your question?
Can I read?
Honey, there's nothing to read. We're not going to read this part. All right, so let's take a look at the picture. What do we see happening in the picture? What do you see? Ragmini, tell me what you see.
A boy is catching a ball.
That's right. The boy is jumping, kind of flying across to catch the ball while playing baseball. That's right. Very good, honey. Thank you. So our essential question this week is, how do writers look at success in different ways? So if we look at this young man who is jumping across the field to catch the ball, he is successful in catching it. See, it's in the top of his mitt. So he is able to catch the ball by jumping across. He has success. As a writer, when you write, how do you look at success? Muhammad, I'm going to let you read this part. I wasn't going to read it, but I'm going to let you read it. Where'd you go? Here we go. Go ahead, Muhammad. Read for us at the top of 291.
Okay. A little league team winning a championship is one kind of an achievement. A person petting a dog may not look like an achievement. However, if that person has been scared of dogs his or her whole life, it is a huge achievement.
Okay, so it says this young man, if he catches the ball, maybe they're winning the championship. This is a big achievement. Someone who's petting a dog, when you look at them and see them petting the dog, you might not think that that's an achievement. But if somebody's afraid of dogs, this is a big achievement for them, that they are able to reach out and touch the dog. Okay, so success means that you have become able to do something. You have completed something. In this case, winning the game. In the case of the pet, being able to touch the dog that you were once afraid of. Now, when we talk about success, is success always something positive? What do you think? All right, Farida, tell me, what do you think?
It's not always positive.
Why?
Because some people can fail.
Okay, but if you fail, then it's not success, right?
Yes,
Success means that you're able to do something. So the
I know.
opposite of success then would be to fail.
Yes.
But what about the word success? Is it always a positive thing to be
Yes.
successful?
Yes, it is always.
You think it's always positive, okay? All right, what about you, Malik? What do you think? Is success always a positive thing?
No,
Why?
because sometimes maybe your goal is to do something, but maybe it fail, or it maybe will success. So I don't think it's always like a yes for a success.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. So you think that it's always positive when you succeed at something, when you're able to do something?
No, I mean that like not always the word success means like to success something.
The word success is when you succeed at something, when you're able to do something. That's what the word means. Okay, Ragmini, what do you think?
Success makes us happy and sends a positive vibe.
Okay, so you think that it's always a positive thing to be successful.
Yes.
All right. Mohammed, what do you think? Hello, Mohammed.
Hello, Miss.
What do you think?
So, I think success is positive because when you success, the things that you make to be
Success, wait,
to
1 second.
like to
Success is a noun. It's a thing. Succeed is the
Yeah.
verb. So when you succeed, what, Mohammed?
When you succeed, like you be positive, and when the things that you do to succeed, you should be positive to do it.
Okay, so that's a very good point. What does it take to succeed?
Hard work.
That's right. Sometimes it takes hard work. Sometimes it takes practice. Sometimes it takes learning about something that you don't know. So there are steps to being successful. You are right, Mohammed. Very good. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
If you're negative and you can't do nothing, you will not succeed.
Okay, so it is difficult to succeed when you are negative. That's right. You make more problems for yourself than you have to when you're negative. Okay, so let's talk about success then. Success means that we're able to do something that we've decided we want to do. When a character in a story, we're talking about writing, okay? When a character in a story succeeds at something, it's usually because he's found a solution to a problem. It's usually because there has been something that they needed to fix or do in their story, and the character has found a way to do it. So he is successful. Okay, let's take a look at your vocabulary words for this week. We have the word attain. Okay, attain. You will find that this word is linked to success. All right, we have another word, dangling, hovering, and triumph. Triumph. This PH makes the F sound, triumph. Triumph is also linked to success. All right, those are the 4 vocabulary words for the week. Okay, we have only 4 this week because we are doing poetry. We have poetic terms that we will discuss in tomorrow's meeting. For those of you who like to write the literary terms, you can add these poetic terms as well. They are part of your literary terms for the week, okay? All right, so these are the 4 words that you will write your definitions for tonight. Lots of hands up. If your hand is up to ask a question, please leave it up. If your hand is up because you were answering a question, please put it down. Malik, what's your question?
Miss, I wrote the vocabulary definitions and I wrote the poetry terms under them.
That's okay. But the homework is for tonight. It wasn't due
Yeah.
yet, so it's okay. You're just ahead of the game, no problem. Abdurrahman, what's your question?
The same. I made the vocabulary.
Okay, that's fine. If you guys want to work ahead and do your vocabulary ahead, that's fine. But the homework is for tonight. So for those people who did not do it, that's no problem. It's due tomorrow. So attain, dangling, hovering, and triumph. I want you to think how attain and triumph relate to success when you write your definitions, okay? All right, let's take a look now at your spelling words for the week. Tomorrow in class, we will discuss the poetic terms, okay? Today, we're going to talk about your spelling words next. These are your spelling words for the week. Now, I want to show you something. Let's see, week 23. This is your weekly plan. And on Monday, on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, there is a link for spelling words. This is an online dictionary that typically has words that are defined in terms that is easier for children to understand. I want to show you this link. All right, if you type word central into Google, or you can copy and paste the link from your weekly plan. It's the first one that comes up here. It's Merriam-Webster's. It's for students. See, this page is written for younger students. So typically the meanings are easier for you to understand than most of the online dictionaries. All you have to do here is type your word in. These are two of the words that we had for grade 3 last session. Let's get one of your words now. Let's do strawberry. We'll type in strawberry. Okay, it says an edible, juicy red fruit of a low-growing herb with white flowers and long, slender runners, a plant that bears strawberries. Okay, so it tells you the meaning of the words. Whenever you have a spelling word that you don't understand, use Word Central to help you find it. If you read the definition and you find that it's hard for you to understand the meaning still, you can also check the thesaurus. I'm not sure there's going to be words for strawberry in thesaurus, but let's check. No interest, because there's no synonyms for strawberry. Let's look for another word that will have some synonyms here. Let's see. Laws. Okay, laws should have. Although it might be listed as law. Let's look up first the meaning of the word law. So there's 20 entries for the word law because there's many different meanings for the word law. So we will say here, a rule of conduct or action laid down and enforced by the supreme governing authority. So it's a law made by the authority in a place. Remember we said authority is the person who has the right to make decisions. This is a rule made like in a city, in a town. Now we're going to look at thesaurus together. A thesaurus is a book that shows you words that have similar meanings. So here for law, it shows us code is similar to the word law. Decree is similar to the word law. Act, ordinance, statute. Here is the one I was looking for that you would all know. A law is like a rule. Okay, so you can also use the thesaurus to help you understand meanings if you don't understand. The dictionary will give you the actual meaning of the word. The thesaurus will give you words that are synonyms. And we know synonyms are words that have the same or similar meanings, okay? So please use this page when you are doing your spelling and you don't have an understanding of a word. If you look up the word and you still don't understand after checking it, you can message me and ask me. I will help you understand. Okay, but this page can help you a lot in understanding your spelling words, okay? Let's get back to our picture. Okay, so these are our spelling words for the week. All of our spelling words this week have the ah sound, ah, ah. So it's not like short A, ah, and it's not like long A, ah. It's one of the sounds of letter A, ah, ah. Yes, Farida, what's your question? Hello, Farida?
Hello. Can you say the name of the site again so I can just save it?
Yeah, it's written on your weekly plan every week.
Okay.
It's written on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So when you're doing your spelling sheets, you have it. But it's called Word Central.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, honey? Yes, Basil.
Matthew sees the one named Walker.
Walker, yes.
It's like a name for a player. It's the same letters.
Yes, it's spelled the same. Walker can be a proper noun with a capital W as a name, yes. All right, let's take a look now at the spelling words, and we will pronounce them together. We have caught, caught, laws, laws, drawn, drawn, strawberry, strawberry, straw, straw, all, shawl, shawl, altar, altar, halt, halt, talking, talking, walker, walker, chalk, chalk, stalk, stalk, small, small, caller, caller, squall, squall, cough, cough, fought, fought, thought, thought, and false, false. Notice that we have several different ways, a U, a W, a L, a, and O-U-G-H. Okay, the O-U in the O-U-G-H makes aw. All right, so there are several different ways to spell the sound that we are making this week. These are your spelling words for the week. Spelling sheets will be up by the end of the day. Malik, do you have a question?
Yes. Miss, what is the meaning of thought?
You'll need to look that up. You
I
need to
did,
look
but
up the words yourself to learn the meanings. This is why I gave you the little lesson on Word Central. You know what
yes,
the
I
word thought means. Think about it. When you think about something, you have a thought. What you are thinking is your thought. But you guys need to learn to use the dictionary to help you find the meanings of the words that you don't know. Basil, do you have another question? Hello, Basil. Do you have another
Yes.
question?
No, I forgot to.
Okay, no problem, sweetheart. Put your hand down. All right, now I want to read something together. Let me go here very quickly to bring it up for you. All right, let's read a sheet about cause and effect. Oh, what is that?
Writing's not that easy, but
Not
we
what we
really can
want.
help.
There we go. There it is, hiding behind this video. Okay. All right, let's read together. Cause and effect. Abdurrahman, read the part in blue, please, and remind us what cause and effect means.
Cause and effect are about how one thing can cause something else to happen. The cause is why something happened. The effect is what happened.
Okay, so
Thank
we
you.
know that cause and effect, the cause is why something happened, and the effect is what happens. Like, for instance, if I eat 7 large pizzas, I'm going to get a stomachache. The cause is that I ate 7 large pizzas. The effect is that I get a stomachache, okay? So cause and effect. We're going to read a story, short story here, and we're going to look for cause and effect in our story, okay? All right. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Mustafa, your mic is turned off. You need to turn your mic on during the meeting. You've disabled it. You need to enable your mic so that it is working. All right, Jemana, how about you? Can you start reading for us, please? Omar, turn your camera off during the meeting unless I ask you to turn it on.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead. Let me move it up for you.
I found
There you go. Go ahead.
the magpie's nest. Of all the birds in the air, the magpie builds the very best nest. Long ago, all the birds came to Magpie and asked her to teach them how to build nests. So Magpie got them all together and began to show them how to do it. First, she took some mud and patted it into the shape of a pancake. Aha, said Thrush, and away she flew. So Thrush still built her nest with out of mud. Then Magpie arranged some twigs around the mud. Well, of course, said Owl, and away she flew. Owls have never made better nests than that. Magpie turned the edges of the pancake into a bowl shape and put more twigs around the outside. What a good idea, said Sparrow. And Sparrow makes messy nests to this day.
Thank you. Okay, who can summarize for me what Jumana read? Who can tell me what Jumana read? What did Jumana read for us? Explain for me what we read about. No one was listening? Thank you, Ragmini. Ragmini, can you tell us what Jumana read for us?
Okay. Magpie builds the very best nest, so all the birds liked her nest or his nest, and they asked to teach them to build the nest. As she first took some mud and patted into a shape of pancake, a thrush builds a nest out of mud too. So she said, aha, and gone away. I think she was bored. Next, the owl flew away. Sorry?
Continue, honey, go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, sweetheart, we can hear you.
Then the owl flew away. Magpie turned the edges of the pancake shape into a bowl shape and kept some twigs around its side. The sparrow said, what a good idea. And the sparrow always makes messy nests to this day.
Okay, so the birds watched the magpie build her nest, and the thrush noticed how she made the shape of a pancake, and she said, aha, she learned from the magpie, and she still builds her nest out of mud, just like the magpie to this day. Then the next bird that watched was the owl. The owl watched how she put the twigs in the mud, and she also uses that to help her make the best nest she's ever made. Then the sparrow watched her make the pancake into a bowl shape, like a bowl that you eat from, and that's the way that the sparrow makes his nest to this day. Let's continue reading. Thank you, Rugmini. Wahba.
Yes.
I asked you to do something.
Okay. Magpie turned the edges of the pancake
are
up into a bowl. Okay, sorry. And so it went on. Each bird took away some knowledge of how to build nests, but none of them waited to the end. Finally, only silly Turtle Dove was left, and she hadn't been paying any attention all along. She had just been sitting there and saying her silly cry. Take two, take two, take two, take two. That's it.
Continue.
Okay. Magpie was adding the last twig to her lovely nest. Take two, cried Turtle Dove.
Continue, honey, until I tell you to stop.
Magpie looked at Turtle Dove. One's enough, she said. But the Turtle Dove kept on saying, take two, take two. But then Magpie got angry. One's enough, I tell you. Still, Turtle Dove repeated, take two, take two, take two, take two. At last, Magpie got even angrier. No one but silly Turtle Dove was left to see. Her lovely nest that she had worked so long to build. She flew away to find some worms and refused to show the birds how to build a nest again. And that is why different birds build their nests differently.
Okay, so the story goes that Magpie and Turtle Dove kept telling Magpie to take two, but Magpie was adding the last twig, and she didn't want to listen to Turtle Dove, so she told her one's enough. And so he kept saying, take two, and she got angry. So Turtle Dove said for the last time, take two, and Magpie got very angry, and she left, and sorry, excuse me. Magpie left, and only Turtle Dove was there to see the beautiful nest that she had made. And that's why birds now make their nests differently, because Magpie left and got angry. All right, let's take a look at cause and effect. Magpie makes the very best nest. What happened because Magpie makes the very best nest? What happens because Magpie makes the very best nest? Raising your hand if you can tell me the effect of Magpie making the best nest. Leanne?
Because the birds asked her like to teach him how to make the best nest.
Okay, so the effect is, long ago, all the birds asked Magpie to teach them how to build nests. That's right. Because she made the best nest, they all asked her to teach them. All right. Thrush watched Magpie pat some mud into a pancake shape, and she flew away. What happened because Thrush flew away after watching Magpie shape the mud? Which of these is the effect of her watching Magpie shape the mud? Waiting for somebody to raise their hand other than Rugmini. Is Rugmini the only one paying attention? Which of the two of these is the effect? Thrush still makes her nest out of mud, or Thrush doesn't know how to build a nest? Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you read the question again, please?
The question is right here in front of you, dear. See the
Okay.
cause? This
Yes,
is the
now I
cause.
see.
Thrush watched Magpie pat some mud into a pancake shape and flew away. What happened because Thrush flew away after watching Magpie shape the mud? Which one is the effect? Thrush still makes her nest out of mud, or Thrush still doesn't know how to build a nest?
Number 2.
Okay, let's go back and look at the story.
Thrush doesn't know how to make.
Okay, let's go back and take a look. It says here, first she took some mud and patted it into the shape of a pancake. Aha, said Thrush, and away she flew. So Thrush still builds her nest out of mud. So the effect of her watching Magpie use the mud is that Thrush still makes her nest out of mud. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next one. Sparrow flew away before Magpie's nest was finished. Remember, Sparrow flew away at the end. What happened because Sparrow flew away before Magpie's nest was finished? Sparrow still makes messy nest, or Sparrow came back and said she was sorry? I only have Rugmini and Leanne raising their hand for the whole session. Everybody else is asleep? Reem, what's the effect? Sparrow didn't wait till the end when Magpie was finished. What is the effect? Hello, Reem. Hello, Reem.
Hello, Miss Amanda.
What is the effect? Sparrow flew away before Magpie finished. What's the effect? In our story, did Sparrow still make messy nests, or did she come back and say, I'm sorry? Honey, if you don't know, tell me you don't know. Let's not waste time.
Sparrow came back and said she was sorry.
Okay, let's go take a look at Sparrow and see what happened. Here it says, Magpie turned the edges of the pancake up into a bowl shape and put more twigs around the outside. What a good idea, said Sparrow, and Sparrow makes messy nests to this day. So the answer is Sparrow still makes messy nests to this day. All right, now let's think. We're going to use our thinking caps. This is the cause. Each bird took away some knowledge of how to build nests. But none of them, except for Silly Turtle Dove, waited till the end. Everybody took some knowledge and flew away. Only Turtle Dove stayed to the end. What was the effect? What was the effect of Turtle Dove staying to the end? Turtle Dove watched all of the steps for making the nest. Jenna?
Yes, Miss Amanda.
What was the effect of Turtle Dove watching to the end? Do you remember? Okay, guys, we have less than 1 minute, so we're going to go up and we're going to look. It says,